you need the entire recipe, it will be located in the description box, along with my Patreon as well. Today we're making some beef tallow, milk and honey soap. All right, listen to me. This is going to be an awesome soap. If you love my videos, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe to the channel so that you do not miss the up and coming videos that will be featured on this channel. Without further ado, let's talk about this beautiful soap that we're going to be making today. So today we will be using some actual milk. We're going to be using some honey. We're going to be using some beef tallow, some olive oil. I usually don't use a lot of olive oil, so I do like half and half. So I do like a little bit of canola and olive oil. We'll be using some coconut oil. We're using beef tallow because it creates a hard, long-lasting bar, and it also produces a creamy, stable lather. The olive oil is gentle and moisturizing, and it makes a mild, skin-loving bar, and it gives a silky feel to the skin. The coconut oil, of course, it provides that cleansing power, and also it produces a fluffy, bubbly lather, and it helps harden the bar, so you can't go without that. So also we will be using some castor oil, guys. The castor oil is important because it creates bubbles as well, but just not too much, because if you use too much castor oil, it will definitely mess your bar up. The next thing we are going to be using is some fragrance oil. I am using honey I Wash the Kids, and this is a Lush dupe, and it is beautiful. Now the milk, I use the milk powder. It adds a luxurious creamy feel, and it contributes to the silky lather of the bar, okay? And also it contains proteins and natural milk sugars that can enhance the bubbly quality, okay? So we are speaking of bubbles. Honey, listen, hey honey. It acts as a natural humectant, helping attract and retain moisture. It contributes to a luxurious silky skin feel as well, and it helps boost the lather. So all of these lather boosting ingredients, baby, we got a good bar right here, okay? And it also helps contribute to a warm golden color in the finishing of the bars. So let's go ahead and make our soap. So first thing first is I'm going to add probably about 1 ounce of honey, a few teaspoons, just getting up to about 1 ounce. So one thing you're going to learn about honey is honey will heat up your soap, okay? So we're going to add also our milk to this oil as well. I always do this before the lye, before I add the lye, because you got to be careful with milk, and you definitely got to be careful with honey. So I added to the oils, and I never had an issue with it. So I'm going to stick blend this just for a little bit. Now, like I said, you got to be careful with the honey. So let me tell you guys about honey. First of all, I used to make hot process soap a whole lot. And when I was making hot process soap, I would add honey, and it would just literally destroy my bar. So I realized that there's a method to every madness. So adding it to the oils has always worked out well for me, and it is very beneficial to do it that way versus putting it in the lye. It is very important that you soap at a lower temperature. I'm probably soaping at about 93 degrees because your soap will heat up. Also, I will be using some kaolin clay, and I only add about probably 2 teaspoons. It adds a silky smooth feel to the soap. It helps create a creamy, luxurious lather. And it also provides gentle cleansing without being too harsh, okay? So I love it. It also improves the glide of the soap on the skin as well, okay? And another thing about kaolin clay, it helps anchor the fragrance, allowing the scent to last longer in the bar, okay? So I love that, all right? And it's also naturally rich in minerals. So let's get back to this honey. So honey contains natural sugars such as glucose and fructose. During the soap making process, these sugars react in their highly alkaline environment created by the lye. As a result, they increase the temperature of the soap batter, and it also accelerates the saponification process. Extra heat can cause the soap to reach the gel phase more quickly. It can darken the color of the soap, and it also can speed up the trace, okay? So whenever you use honey, just remember you use it at a very low percentage. So for me, I probably use about 2 to 3 teaspoons, no more than 1 ounce. And I also do not insulate my soap, so I don't put a rag over it, or some people use aluminum foil. I don't do any of that. Actually, I put it in the living room, and I turned the ceiling fan on just to keep those temperatures regulated, okay? Because it will kind of leave out of the mold. Yes, it will go out of the mold if it gets too hot. Like, you will literally see the soap volcanoing out of the mold. So I reached trace. I'm going to go ahead and add my fragrance. And like I said, I use Honey I Wash the Kids. I will leave that in the Patreon. There's a dupe for that, and that dupe is on sale, and I think it's under maybe $11 right now, and I'll definitely leave that in the Patreon if you're gonna use that. It soaks beautifully. I have no issues. Listen, I always study the fragrance that I'm using before I add it to the soap. I know a lot of people that I meet, they be like, I tried cold processed soap and I ended up with soap on the I do not play with florals. I will literally go to every website and look at the reviews before I use any floral in my soap. So with that being said, I don't have problems with soap, and I never had soap on a stick. I never experienced any of that from fragrance, because one thing for sure, two things for certain, I am going to research my fragrance. Okay, so make sure you research your fragrance, and then in a Patreon, I'm always going to give you guys the fragrance that works. Okay, all right. So if you want this recipe, it will be found in the Patreon, guys, and also it will be linked in the description box. If you want to purchase this recipe, it will be on my website. I'll put it up there for you guys. Once you reach your desired consistency, go ahead and pour it in the mold. Now I'm going to add a little bit of orange mica just to brighten up the soap. And you guys know, like I said, the honey, it does heat the soap up, so it will change the color and darken it a lot. So if you want to add some mica, now is the time to do so. Some soap suppliers carry a different type of tallow that you can use specifically for soap, and I will definitely link that in the Patreon as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and pour this in, and then once I get it into the mold, don't forget to bang it down, because I did not bang mine down. And if you don't bang it down, you can definitely be left with a whole lot of air bubbles. So do that. And then I just poured as much as I could on the top, because I ended up having a lot of soap batter left over. And so I had to put that inside of some molds as well. So go ahead and decorate your top. That means if you want to, do some lines, if you want to do some crisscross, now's the time to do so. So this just adds a little texture to the top. That's it. And last but not least, I'm going to go ahead and add some oatmeal. Now, the thing about this is I may be adding all of this oatmeal. It will not all stick. When I go to cut it, a lot of it will fall off, but just get as much as you can on there, and whatever is left, okay? All right, and you guys know about soda ash. So last but not least, go ahead and spray the top with alcohol. Now we're going to go ahead and cut the bar and see what it looked like. It kind of reminds me of turmeric soap, how turmeric soap look when it's finished. But this is all because of the honey, y'all. We blame the honey for this. I would have loved for it to be a little bit whiter, but I'm fine with this. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the bar and show you guys what it looked like on the inside. And these are our lovely bars. And I ended up cutting these the very next morning. They were pretty hard. So I definitely believe that this is going to be a very hard bar. And I'm going to allow this to sit for a month and cure. And then I'm going to place it on my website for sale. And I will see you guys in the next video.